All right, guys. We're here with SPIDEYJEU 09 doing
What's up?
Marvel talk here.
Love it.
How's it going?
How's
Yeah.
Utah this time of year?
Oh, it is actually hot. So I
It's
don't
hot
know.
here too. It's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
We come back from Hawaii, spend a whole week in
Uh-huh.
the sun, 100% all day.
Yeah.
My wife spends an hour in the sun here in Louisiana and burns.
Oh gosh.
Same
That's
skin
crazy.
protection, same everything.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, here it's been up to 100 degrees, 102 the other day, and so it gets in this higher desert here in Utah. I mean, that's just what happens
Wow.
sometimes. So yeah,
Awesome.
like I mean, when I just going back, when I lived in Hawaii, going to BYU Hawaii for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, every day it was like 80 degrees, and it was just like the perfect weather.
It's perfect. So I walk in this comic book store, Other Realms, and the lady's like, she's like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "For what?" She goes, "Oh, for how hot it is. It was 88 degrees." I was like, "No, I'm good. I promise." This is not only is it only 88, it's not like it would be 88 in North Louisiana where I live, where it's like
For sure.
sweltering, humid hot.
Yeah. That's funny. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love Hawaii. It's awesome, and the people there are just so nice. Oh,
Who you got behind you there?
This is a little Cash. It's my youngest. He's 5.
Hey, Cash.
He's
What's up,
gonna
bud?
go in with his mom, right?
All
right.
Supposed to be a superstar on camera.
All right, guys. Well, Spidey, let's just talk Marvel here. Geez, what's been going on? We've just been waiting for Marvel Metal, right?
Yeah, we're within a week. What are we, 5?
We are.
5 days away? Oh.
We are. You have a few
So
boxes. I got a few boxes. It's going to be good. So.
It's going to be fun.
No, so with a lot of the parallels, so just so we catch everybody up, if you're watching this later, that's fine too. Just in our last video that we had on Marvel Metal, we were talking about just we didn't know much, and so now we got the checklist. So we have some information now to go over just different pack odds. I would say just knowing kind of what your pack odds are is actually pretty good sometimes to know that, just so you know what you're getting and everything.
Yeah.
Before I get into it, though, what do you think the card is that is the most rare card to get?
Well, obviously, like there's the individual collector. That's gonna be different individually, but broadly speaking, I think it has to be the Geo's Wolverine, super short print.
That's mine, but at the same time, there's actually cards that I thought the odds were better, but they're not.
Oh wow! I didn't realize that.
I'm not sure. Like with the way that the Wolverine Geo is, it may be similar, but I don't know how many they're going to make. I know I was basing some numbers off before when I talked to you. They may have been wrong numbers of where I thought it was like around the 22 mark. There's only going to be 22. I don't know how small a short print run is, or short print run is.
Right.
So it could be more, it could be less. I'm not for sure, but I based it upon some guy on Facebook. He mentioned that there's going to be 36,000 packs. I kind of don't know exactly. I know he did some math, and I actually kind of did some math myself, and he thinks there's going to be, just based upon all the odds, based upon all the cards and how many there are and all that stuff, with using the PMGs he did mainly using the PMGs and did the odds on that and then the odds on some of the other ones. And I think he came up with like 30-some thousand different boxes. Sorry, not packs.
Right.
Packs would be 442,000 packs.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if we're talking, let's say early 90s Marvel, I mean, a lot of those were large print runs. I mean, when I say large print runs, they were in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, so this is still a tenth of what those print runs.
Exactly.
The 1990 Marvels is even more than that. Yeah.
For sure. And I know that some of the conversation that was in Facebook, they're like 36,000 packs. That's so much. For me, I mean, 36,000 boxes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just like, for me, it's like, I don't know. I mean, that's still, not a lot compared to the early 90s,
Well, I mean, so my initial thought is Upper Deck knows what they're doing. They're pretty good at, gauging interest, right? And
yeah.
So they made, if they made that many boxes, it's because they have a really good sense that they're going to sell.
For sure. And so based upon the 36,000, I came up with some good numbers going off of the other previous Matt guy. I can't remember. His first name was Matt. Huh?
Was it Combs? COMBS?
Yeah. I think so. He came up with some math, and I just kind of finished it out.
Growing up, I was taught don't do math. Wait, no, that was math. Don't do math. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I actually, I was like a straight A student in math. And so, I mean, but it's so easy how like you can just forget stuff. And it's just like, oh man.
I do math for a living, so I don't want to do it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of math. So it was actually okay for me. So
yeah, that's good. That's good. It's your pastime.
Well, so talking about rarity, if these packs are right, and I don't know the numbers of the geodes, so I can't really base that on there. But just going over some of those, the numbers and everything like that, the geodes short print, there's like, I think there's 6 of them, 6 short print geodes. Wolverine being the most popular, I feel, character. There's going to be 293 possible if it's based upon the 36,000 packs. And there's a little bit of math that, once you open a box or once you open 5 boxes out of 10 boxes, it then shortens it, right? But odds of the Upper Deck, the Upper Deck releasing some of those the pack odds numbers, I don't think they change.
By the way, I love that Cash is like going in the background like this. It's awesome.
I can't stop him. Okay, sorry.
That's all right.
But anywho, so let's talk about the numbers that we did that we do know from the checklist.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Do you want to go over that real quick?
Well, I think what I'd like to start, because there's likely going to be some people who don't even know like what's in a box. Is how many packs are going to be in a box?
So in a box, there's going to be 12 packs, and then every pack is going to have 6 cards.
Okay,
so that's what we're looking at. Yeah.
Now, you know how like when you watch people open up Pokemon packs or even sports card packs, they have a sense of where the insert is or where the kind of hit is. Yeah, do we know that? Do we know if it's going to be in the middle, last 2 cards? Like,
I've always been bad at that. Like when people are opening packs online, I'm like, how do they know where things are? I'm like, I mean, is it? I don't ever know the science.
I want Angelica to find out, because that's how I want to open the packs. I want to move where that hit is in the back, But there's going to be like 2 kind of chase cards per pack, so to speak.
Yes, because in the actual packs itself, it's gonna. I mean, you're gonna in essence get like 3 or 4 base cards in one pack. So you're gonna pull base cards mainly. At least half will be base cards, and then the other half could be chase inserts. It could be,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. It could be all the other different chase cards.
So
different hits.
Speaking of base cards, I know people want to talk about the big hits, but just with base cards, there's really kind of 2 sets of base cards, right?
Uh-huh.
There's base and then there's high base. Is that what they're calling it? Can't remember.
Yeah. So if that's a good point. So on the base cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got 4 out of 1 pack regular, and then gold parallel. You got 1 out of 4 packs. So that's the odds of getting a gold parallel in with your base cards.
Right.
The Grandiose is 1 out of 9. And then I actually went even further and went to pink and purple. So pink will actually be 1 out of 56.
Oh, so we're going to see a few of those then.
Yes. And you know what the geodes were? The geodes were said to have 1 out of
1440.
40, correct.
Yeah.
So the purple is 1 out of 4,224 packs.
Why? Because it's only 5. Is that what it is?
Well, here's the deal. There's only 100 because it's 1 of 1.
Oh, the purples are the 1 of 1s, not like. Okay, so I'm sorry. I was thinking about my purple. My purple is 1 of 5, and so that's why I was thinking that. But there are 1 of 1s in this box. They're
1 of 1s in this box, so that's actually probably the top card.
Oh, yeah. So is there 200 or 100 purples?
There's 200 because there's the high series. So in all these series, everybody, there is 6 different parallels, including the regular gold, grandiose, purple, and then the green and the red. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5,
I don't do math on the weekend. I just told you.
That's 6. So out of all those parallels, every single one will have a high series, just regular and a high series.
Now, they're going to actually be different art on regular and high series, right?
The way that the card looks, it will be different. Obviously,
is it just color, you think, or is it going to be like actual different art? I don't know, because I was kind of confused by that.
The only thing that I know is they're going to all be foiled cards, but when the high series, there's just going to be a unique look to the high series, and I don't know if it's just more of a, I want to say goldish, but I just don't know the difference between the gold parallel and the high series because I've seen a few different cards. So it'll be way interesting because like when you pull the card, it's like, okay, these are base cards. Now is one of these a high series parallel?
And okay, so I'm just noticing something. If my checklist that I have is correct, you're going to have 1 through 100, Angel through Wendigo, and they're in alphabetical order.
Yep.
And then you're going to have 101 through 200, and it's going to be Angel and Wendigo, but they're actually going to be numbered 101, 102, 103. So to have a true base set, it's not 2 different sets. It's 1 set. It's just what they call regular and high, or what they call base and high.
I guess that's how you will be able to distinguish it, is because the high series actually is 101s. And
that's kind of why I'm like, is it just a different variation of background or something, or is it actually a different art?
Yeah.
I don't know. But it will be numbered 1 through 200.
All I know in going over the whole checklist is I just have to go for 69.
Why's that?
Card 69. That's Wolverine.
Oh, that's Wolverine. Okay.
So I know there's a guy on Facebook. His name's Captain 69. So my apologies if I do get these card 69s. They're mine.
He's gonna. He better hope he pack pulls it because I don't think he's gonna get it. So, but I really like that it's numbered 1 through 200. That actually, because I had a thought that I'm not going to go for the high series if they're not going to be packed in the same kind of odds, but it sounds like they will be. As a base card, it's just called base and high series, and so that has me thinking like, I'm not going to say it on this channel, but I know how many boxes I have coming. If I open them all, what are the odds I can complete a set?
For sure.
Well,
For sure.
so what's 12 times 4? That's going to be, I know that 48. So you got to open a lot of boxes to get 200 cards.
Oh,
Just
for
to get
sure.
200. Just to get the 200, and then to hope they're all different base high series.
Packs or boxes? You're talking boxes, right?
I think yeah. One box is going to only have 48 base cards.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So to even have a chance at 200 base cards to complete a set, I think you got to open quite a few. You got to open a case probably.
For sure. It's probably all about, like, even if you bought, 2 or 3, 4 boxes, right? Let's say you bought 4 boxes. It's probably all about trading after that aspect if you want to get a full run of something.
That's where E-Pack is going to come in handy, I think chasing base cards. Yeah, you're with me on that.
I think so.
So, obviously, love Wolverine, but even in the Wolverine realm, you have X-23, you have Dakin, you have Ultimate Wolverine and Wolverine, right? And then, if you kind of spread that out to Wolverine Villains, you got quite a few Wolverine Villains here. So even for just a Wolverine collector, you're going to have quite a bit to go after.
Well, and I think not just the Ultimate Wolverine, but there's like Weapon X as well.
Oh, I didn't see that.
But I can't remember if that's just on the buybacks, just the buyback and stuff. I think that's just on the buyback.
And then you get into the buybacks, you're gonna have a ton of Wolverine stuff.
No, I know. And let me just finish up the base stuff first. But so the green, so purple, so 1 out of 4,224, if the math is correct. That's going to be the purple cards are going to be the ones that are going to be 101s and sought after. That Wolverine's going to be,
Yeah. So talking about that real quick, how many boxes were made for the 2013 or 2015 or 2017 sets that have PMGs? Probably not this many, but yet these are still numbered to 10. You see what I'm saying? For sure. Yeah. So in a sense, they're more rare from an odds standpoint.
Well, and I agree with you there. And I would just add to that there wasn't that many chase cards in that I remember in those earlier sets too. There was more parallels. There were just parallels, bunch of parallels and all that stuff.
In a way,
there was some chase. There was some chase, but
when you have more boxes, you got to have more. You got to have more chase cards when you have more boxes.
I think that's why
the odds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. That's for sure. The green parallels, the PMGs. So the PMG, the low series and the high series. It says just in the numbers, in just mixing with the numbers, it's 1 of 212 packs.
For the green or
for green? Red is 1 out of 24 packs.
Well, the cool thing is you really have a chance to get, because it's base and high, you kind of have a chance. Again, we don't know if the cards are going to have the same art, but you can have 2 chances.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like there's 20 green Wolverines.
Yes.
Base and high.
Yep. Yeah, there's 200 cards of the green. We know. And so there's 2,000 of the total green PMGs. Where there's actually going to be 18,000 of the red. So yeah, 2,000 versus 18,000. That's quite a bit. So that's why the reds. So the purples, if the pinks, for instance, right? If I were to go back to just kind of my math on just what my guesstimate off of 36,000 boxes are. So the pinks, the pink parallels, it shows there's only going to be 7,500 of them. So it's kind of in between the reds and versus the greens and the reds. It's going to be like smack dab half of what reds are going to be. So they're going to be harder to get those pink ones versus, I believe, the reds. The reds are going to be the easiest PMG to get.
Right. It'd be cool if there was like a generator that you could plug in how many boxes you bought and it spits out how many, what cards you should get based on odds. That'd be kind of cool. Like two reds, whatever. That'd be kind of fun.
No, that would be fun. That would be fun. So, no, I mean, what were you saying?
So, well, I was going to say, like, looking at this list, because there's so many good characters, there's a few great, obviously, but there's a ton of good ones, that hitting a green of just about any of these characters would then cause me to want to collect that character.
For sure. I mean? Oh, yeah. Well, one of my first, just off subject, but what's off subject with Marvel Talk? I don't know,
As long as it's not math.
No, as long as it's, yeah, exactly. Oh,
yeah.
And so I actually, one of my first PMGs that I purchased was on Macari. And it was a red Spider Woman Pmg.
Oh.
So a Spider Woman red PMG. And that was my first, right? Well, just recently, and I'm only going to say this because I have every single one accounted for except for the green.
Right.
I've gone on a little mini hunt for this because what happened was, and I'll have to blame Graded Gamer Amanda on this.
Yeah.
Because she had a post on Instagram, and it was a blue PMG Spider Woman.
Oh.
And I went ahead. She was selling for $75, so I was like, mine.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So I got the red. And then I got the blue, and then I just got the bronze for like $20, and then it just went from there. And then I have only one to go, but it's just I don't know if I want to choke on that green because right now there's one available, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you this kicker question: What would you spend for a 2099 green?
400 easy.
And what if they were asking 1,500?
I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I couldn't buy it right now for one thing, so that plays a role into it. Just with everything I've got invested in what's coming here soon,
for sure.
But with what I paid for my purple, it would really be hard to justify paying that much more for a green.
Oh, I know. It's like my blue. Like I paid $75 for the blue on the Spider Woman. To pay $1,500 to even $1,000 to even like less than 500. Like I would probably cap it at 500 on that.
Yeah.
On that. That would be the cap.
If it's in good condition, I think it's a $500 car easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a female and Spidey character, so it has a bump. It's not Wolverine, Hulk, and Spider-Man, but it's got a bump. I do think it's above the Spider-Man 2099, which is why I would be a buyer at $400.
See, and I don't see her above him. I thought he'd be above.
I don't because she's female. I think female characters get a premium.
Yeah, especially when they are announced in movies.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
So going back to metal, PMGs, I love it. I love PMG talk. But going back to the chase inserts, I'm talking about specifically arc weld blast furnace, right?
These are pretty rare, right?
No, there's 28 cards a piece. So 28 cards. Just 28 cards of them.
Hey, let me run through the checklist on that on characters. So you got Angel, Banshee, Beast, Blob, Dark Phoenix. That's going to be a sweet card. Dazzler, Domino, Iceman, Lady Deathstrike, Legion, Mr. Sinister, Multiple Man, Namor, Omega Red, Onslaught, Pyro, Sebastian Shaw, Sentinels. I kind of want to hunt Sentinels in this set, by the way. Silver Samurai, Sunspry, Warpath, and William Stryker. So other than Angel, Beast, Domino, Iceman, Namor, which he's actually sometimes a villain too. Almost all those are villains.
Yeah.
In kind of the first 22, and then there's the short print, and this will be a fun one to collect because it's Cyclops, Gambit, Jean Grey, Rogue, and Storm.
It's
Short
major
prints on
hitters.
the Arkwell. Yeah. And so that's a heavy hitting set there.
Oh yeah, for sure. And just going off of the blast furnaces, you got Avalanche, Bishop, Blink, Cable, Colossus, Copycat, Emma Frost, Gladiator, Havoc, which I've actually became more of a fan of Havoc.
Yeah.
In some of this like Marvel stuff, so he's up there. I think
he's up there. Yeah.
Hope Summers, Jubilee, Juggernaut, Kitty Pryde, and here's one for Norn, Magique.
Yeah. Magique with a K.
With a K. Well, what's funny is the other day when I was like spelling it out, I accidentally did the C, and it was like, oh crap, I meant K. It's fine. No, Phoenix, and Psylocke. So Psylocke's in there. So I'm definitely rooting for Psylocke there.
No doubt.
Quicksilver, Rachel Summers, Scarlet Witch, Toad, Wolverine, and X-23 for the normal.
Well, that's
then the short print ones are the kickers, right? Mm-hmm. Deadpool, Magneto, Mystique, Old Man Logan, Professor X, and Sabretooth.
Man, this set is littered with Wolverine. So Wolverine's the only one that's Arkwell.
He's in every single one almost. He's in every single one of Wolverine. Like what am I thinking? But that's just me. I have to go with him.
You have to go with him. Yeah, I got you. Wow. That's awesome. So would love to get a Dark Phoenix, would love to get a Sentinel, love to get a Magneto, of course, Rogue. All right, Copycat. Do you know in which comic book Copycat's first appearance was?
I don't, but you do. So go ahead.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. It was in New Mutants 98, Deadpool's first appearance. And she's actually Domino. So people think it's Domino's first appearance. She's later revealed to be Copycat, that's copying Domino, who's yet to be revealed in comic books. So Domino's on the cover, but it's not really Domino, it's Copycat.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, so that's
crazy.
So with that being said, who is Copycat going to be on the card?
I don't know.
Probably Wolverine. No, I'm just kidding.
Then I'd have to collect it, dang it.
Yeah, dang it. Yeah. So that's interesting.
No, that's so cool. And then goes into the geodes after that. After the blast furnace and the arc welds, I got the geodes here. There's only 24 cards, including 6 short prints. So there's only 18 regular and 6 short prints. And then there's 3. Well, wait. No, there's 15. Sorry. Let me retract. There's 15 cards total in the base. And then there's 6 short prints and 3 super short prints. And they had to make Wolverine a super short print with Magneto and Storm. So,
and the expectation is these cards are going to be like that thick.
They are 336 point.
So when you grab one of those packs, because there's still 6 cards in there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think, I don't know.
I would think it's going to be like this.
So at that point, I know what you do, but do you sell it? Do you sell it? Do you just like, all right, somebody risk it. Here's this amount of money,
Sorry, I couldn't risk it. I couldn't.
You have to open it. Right?
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be guys out there that are going to be getting these boxes. They're going to be weighing their packs. Every single one of them.
This is going to be the kind of packs that you don't want to buy raw because they can be weighed. You're going to have metal cards. You have these geos that are like shadow box cards. You do not want.
Yeah, guarantee if you buy a pack on the internet, you're not going to get a metal card and you're not getting a geode.
Yeah, I agree. You might get something, but you're limiting your odds.
For sure. No,
I would be happy to pull, with this being 1 in 96 packs, I'd be happy to pull any Geo, right? But if I could hit a short print, who's on the short print list, by the way?
So, did we even say what was on the regular 15?
We didn't. You want to do that?
Might as well. Angel, Banshee, Beast, Cyclops, Emma Frost, Similar, Forge, Gambit. Gambit's on there. That's pretty sweet.
That's going to look good. Yeah, you know it is. He's going to be coming out of that Geo, you know.
Havoc, Iceman, Jean Grey, Jubilee, Kitty Pryde, Professor X, Quicksilver, and X-23.
Yeah, those are all good.
I think Quicksilver is going to actually look pretty good coming out of a Geode because it's Quicksilver.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
But and then the short prints, do you see those ones? You want to name those?
I do. I got them. Cable, Colossus, which are some big Colossus collectors out there. Of course, Psylocke in a short print. Rogue in a short print. Sabretooth and Deadpool in a short print. I mean, that's painful for some of those collectors because that's 1 in 360 packs to get one of those.
Yeah, for sure. And
I mean, go ahead.
The short prints suck. It's gonna suck, but I'm probably gonna end up trying to myself hunt for that Geode. I mean, I'm just gonna have to, and whether it's in a trade or if someone will even trade it or what, you know.
That's going to be the hardest thing. I'll go ahead and put this out there. Like, if I pull it, it's going to be really hard to trade. I mean, it's just.
I think it'll be sold before it's traded.
Yeah, and to your point, like, because you got so many forces working against you if you don't pull it. Number one force is what you can sell it for. Like, actually put it out there and watch it go stupid, right? Yeah. Number two is the experience someone's going to have pulling it. And they're like, oh my gosh, this was my packed pooled card. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And like the idea of, hey, and then the fact that it's Wolverine at the same time. Like,
yep.
Like, I'm not a Storm collector, like in the sense that I like Wolverine or even some of these other characters. But if I pull a Storm super short print Geo, like that would be hard to let go.
I agree with you. I mean, any short print, anything for me. I mean, we know that the short prints are going to be short runs. So why would you get rid of a short print when you don't even know how many there are? And then once they stop printing them, then it's like, okay, this is a rarer card now because no one can get them anymore.
No doubt. And then to think that half of them are in e-packs.
Correct. Yep.
Which means somebody may open it and then never actually ship it.
Yeah, just to let everybody know, when we say halfer from EPAC, we were on a Zoom call with the representative Tony, which is the product manager of Upper Deck, and he stated that they try to split it right down the middle, half and half. So, for sure.
And I think real quick, and I think if there are odd numbers, let's say there's 3 or 5, I kind of think they're going to put the round up in e-packs because they want people to buy all these boxes chasing them, and then if they don't, then they want them to go, okay, now let's see if they're in the e-packs. That's
I think
just
so
me.
Too. I think they would lean towards that as well.
Right. Which is going to improve your odds in pulling some of these maybe better cards in e-packs possible.
The question that's going around is how much is this e-pack box going to be? Because here's the deal. I tried to get him to do a straight answer to me, Tony, about the price of the e-pack. And I'm just like, so what's this based off? And all he said was, it will be more by a percentage. And he said something like 5 to 10% more than what the actual boxes sold for prior to when they were getting sold.
So the Marvel, to me, the most recent comp we have is the 2020 Marvel Masterpiece, right? Those boxes, I don't know what they sold for as hobby retail boxes, physical boxes.
You don't?
But the e-packs were $225 a piece.
See, and I think when they came out, I think they were almost 200.
And $21 a pack. $21 a pack. And so, but you only got 3 cards per pack.
Yeah.
And so, from a per card cost per card basis, I don't know how that, because this is 6 cards, so forth and so on. And those came out on a Thursday. If my memory serves me, those came out on a Thursday night, and they were completely sold out of e-packs by the following Tuesday.
Huh.
So the way you're seeing e-packs, some of these kind of sit for even a couple of years. That didn't even happen for a week for 2020 Marvel Masterpiece.
Yeah, and Marvel Metal, I mean, I see that happening with Marvel Metal if that's the case. I mean, Black Diamond, right? I was going to just real quickly. In Black Diamond, we're going to see, we know what the price was with Black Diamond when it came out retail. Me and you know that.
Yeah.
And so when it comes on e-pack, that's what I'm going to base upon the Marvel Metal. If this is,
it'll come out first,
yeah, and if the e-pack, Black Diamond is above $400, then I know that the Marvel Metal is going to be at least $280.
Yeah,
something.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I hope it's not $400. It was hard enough to pay $278.
You paid how much?
$278 for my.
You only paid $278 for your box? Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, I did good. And then for a quad diamond.
Yeah, I paid closer to $400 with mine, and I pulled the Nick and Matt Glebe sketch of Marvel, Captain Marvel. But
that is awesome. I saw a Glebe sketch on. Is that your Glebe sketch on eBay? Oh.
I kind of here's the deal. Okay, I don't want to get into this whole political thing about this or anything like that. All I'm saying is I didn't know if I wanted to sell it.
Yeah,
so I put it up for a ridiculous amount, just so people, if there was some collector out there willing to pay $10,000, that helps me because I'll let that go because it's not a character that I really am sought after, I guess. Mm-hmm. Even though I do seek after the artist, love the artist, the two artists, the brothers. Yeah. But at the same time, I think some of the collectors didn't like that. I could tell. I think that just in seeing that, but I probably would really, in essence, sell it for at least $3,500. Like I wouldn't go less than that at all if I wanted to let it go. I've just not known if I really wanted to let it go. And the only way I'll let it go is if it's that much. And I think I just recently dropped it to $8,500 because I'm willing to let it go there, but I won't drop it anymore. I probably just keep it.
Yeah, I just saw it this morning. I had no idea that was your card. I was like,
well, and there's a Professor X that is on there as well. They're only asking $499.
Got you. That's still a lot for a sketch card.
Well, but it's Matt and Nick Glebe, and it's pulled and all that. So
that free snowy where the top stopped me.
Mom has it. Go see Mom. Sorry.
No, you're good, man. So Planet Metal are going to be the metal cards, right?
Correct.
And they're 1 in 72 packs. So there's 20 of those. So we're going to see quite a few of those, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, there is only for I guess the there is only 20 cards.
Well, there's 20 cards, but you've got copper, platinum, and gold. And those are numbered to 15, 49.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
Times 20.
No, I read you now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see. Again, I don't want to do math, but that's 59, 54. It's 139 of each card times 20.
So the Planet Metal, right? if you just got a regular Planet Metal, it's 1 out of 72.
Mm-hmm.
The odds change a little bit if it's not a regular Planet Metal, though.
Yeah. If you get to the copper or platinum or gold, right?
So I did a little bit of math, and my guess is, right, 249. So 1 out of 249 packs will be the copper.
Oh, wow. Wow.
1 out of 431 will be the platinum.
Wow.
And you ready for this? It's like a geode. It's 1,408 for the gold.
Almost. Wow. So there's another Wolverine in here.
Yeah.
Wow. That actually might be as cool as the geode because people are familiar with the metal card, with the geode's kind of something new.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's likely to be in better condition.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's not a big old card in a pack.
Well, and I was told the thickness of it is only 40. Is it 40?
Yeah, it's probably just like the Marvel Masterpiece, which is
okay.
Can't put it in a 30-point case, but you can go.
Yeah, it's a little bigger than all the other cards, which are at 20. I think they're at 24.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple at just 20. Because on that checklist, I was just going through, and it shows the point of the actual card too on there.
Oh, I didn't see that. That didn't print.
Yeah, it's on there as well. I didn't really do much on that. But.
Let me run these characters because they're really good.
Sure.
Yeah, Archangel, Cable, Colossus, Cyclops, Dark Phoenix, Deadpool, Forge, Juggernaut, Lady Deathstrike, Magneto, Nimrod, Omega Red, Sabretooth Sentinels, Storm, Strife, Vulcan, Warlock, Wolverine, and X-23. So out of those 20, you got 16 that are like big hitters.
Yeah, for sure. And there's only number to 15 in the gold, number to platinum, number to copper, 85.
Yeah, so you got another Wolverine, only number to 15.
Yep. So if we took that, right, and we did the math, we got 300 gold possibilities. Okay. We got 980 platinum possibilities.
Okay.
And we got 1,700 copper possibilities.
Wow. Dude, there's so many hits in this pack.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right, so what about these platinum portraits?
Platinum portraits. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
I'm selling 1 in 600 packs.
So the platinum portraits, 1 out of 600. Yep. And there's
1 out of 600 is 5 cases, basically. There's 144 packs in a case.
4.1 cases. 4.1 cases.
4 cases. That's just nuts.
50 boxes is what it comes out to be. 50 boxes.
I can't remember how are these going to look?
The platinum portraits, I mean, what's funny is the product manager, Tony, and the other guy.
Oh, yeah, these are the ones that are die cut that are going to be like that.
Yeah.
That's cool, but.
Well, no, that's the palladium cards.
Okay, palladium.
The platinum portraits are the ones that have the dots, the very specific dots.
Really?
Yeah. So they're the ones where you're barely going to see the character, just kind of a whole mirage of the character. But the product manager guy was way excited about him. Like, he feels that this will be one of the cards that people will actually like seek after because the way that they look, I guess. But
so they must not photograph very well.
I don't think so.
I wasn't blown away when I saw it, but I'm wondering, like, in person, we might be like, "Holy smokes! Like, this is."
No, he was trying to explain that you look at it, and I think he didn't say embossed, but he said that you could truly actually see almost the depth coming out of the card with it. So
okay.
to see it in person is probably a lot different.
So with that being said, I mean, of course, you got Dark Phoenix again, you got Magneto, you got Juggernaut, Gambit, Deadpool. Of course, you got Wolverine, you got Scarlet Witch too. So that's awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, and going off of like let's say 36,000 boxes, if that's the case, if that's the run or whatever, there's 704 cards available.
Okay. So what does that put you from an odds standpoint? How many?
Well, it's still 1 out of 600.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah, 1/600. Okay, yeah. So it's not quite where our geos and stuff is. Okay, so
for sure.
Purely periodic. This one's the odds are different on every card just about, right?
Yeah, purely periodics, it didn't really have an odds on there, did it?
It just says 85 cards, and then each one has their own individual numbers.
So again, I did some. Oh, go ahead.
So other than 1/1s, Angel is like stupid rare.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know if Angel will be the 1/1. It'll be 3 of 3, I think.
Well, I said other than 1/1 cards.
Oh yeah.
Angel,
correct.
Angel might
they're only
be the
3.
rarest.
Only 3.
In a way, it might be the rarest, most sought after because you can complete a set.
Yeah, so what I was gonna get at is I did math, right, in purely periodic, and I came up with the odds are 1 out of 80 packs. If you're basing the numbers off of 36, if you're basing the numbers off of 36,000 boxes and all the averages and stuff, so basically you get 1 per 7 boxes you buy.
Got you. So I'm starting at the top of this list with Angel. Obviously, I think Angel, he is an X-Men character. Like he's on the team, gold team. And he, people do collect them. But I'm looking like, what is the first big name that pops up that has a lower order? And I think you got to go Cyclops or Dark Phoenix. There's only 40 Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
I mean, Beast is up there, but I just don't put him anywhere near the realm of Dark Phoenix. And then Deadpool's at 44. So I think those are the two big cards in that set.
That makes sense.
Because you got double the Wolverine. You got 106 of those available.
Yeah, and I didn't do the math on how many cards there were.
Yeah. Psylocke has 84, Magneto 74. So yeah, I think Dark Phoenix is that set together. Dark Phoenix and Cyclops, like that'd be a cool little set to have there. Well,
and just to say, I mean, only 3 people can have the whole set, right? And then,
that's nuts.
That 4th person, I guess, is gonna. They're the only ones that can have the 4, right, but miss that one,
Miss that one, yeah.
But 10 can have 3 on up, so
yeah, that's something. All right, so we got the buybacks. So you want to explain buybacks for a second for those who don't know?
Yeah, so if I did the numbers right and calculated it all up and everything like that of the buybacks, let me go to just how many they're going to be. So in buybacks, we know how many there's going to be. We can do the
118. Yeah. So times 10.
So where do I have that? Okay, there we go. So yeah, we know how many they're going to be. There's going to be, if you did the calculation of all 118 buybacks, there will be 1,180 buybacks. Out of the whole thing.
Right.
If you did odds off of that number, off of 36,000 boxes, your
Yeah.
odds of getting a buyback is 1 out of 358 packs.
Right. Which, if my math's correct in my brain, that's less than green PMGs.
Yeah.
Because there's 2,000 green PMGs.
Uh-huh.
There's only 1180 of buybacks.
Yeah.
Just to put it in perspective, you know.
Well, so you're saying green PMGs are less than buybacks?
Well, there's 200. There's 200 green PMGs times 10.
2,000. Oh, okay, yeah.
118 buyback cards times 10. So it's actually a bigger hit from an odds.
Don't let go of me.
Okay. Come here, Cash. Can I help you with the video, Cash? Come here.
Come on,
Sorry.
Cash, join in. So yeah, to me that's really cool. And then my character that I'm collecting, Spider-Man 2099, is in that set. It's not the prettiest card in the world, I'll go ahead and confess, but would love to pull it. But I think if I pull any buyback, I'm going to be stoked. I mean, I don't care.
Any buyback.
Even if it's Tyrant, I don't even know who that is.
No, and just to let everybody know, I mean, obviously some of them have the 1995 Marvel medal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to just say what we don't have, right? Because
Yeah.
you can imagine what we have.
Yeah.
So what we don't have, though, is the Holocaust, Nightcrawler, Galactus,
Mm-hmm.
Silver Surfer, Mandarin, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Mephisto, Mr. Fantastic, Puppet Master, Super Scroll, Thing, Doom 2099, Punisher 2099. I'm so upset that they don't have Punisher, but then Punisher, Apocalypse. I don't know why they don't have Apocalypse myself.
I don't understand the band character part of that. So
yeah, Nightcrawler, Doctor Doom, Mr. Fantastic, or the Fantastic Four, the Galactus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then Silver Surfer, the Infinity Gauntlet card won't be on there.
So any Fantastic Four property, any Punisher property, and then whatever reason Nightcrawler. But you know what they do have? Multiple Wolverines. And Spider-Man. So happy about that. There's a couple of Spider-Man cards in here. If I pull a buyback, I'm going to lose it. So just so people know, the reason I collect Spider-Man 2099 is because it's too hard to collect all of Spider-Man. Like, everybody's after him. Number one character to collect. Super expensive if you got to get it. It's just, so the Spider 2099 is better. Well, man, to wrap it up, all we have left is the clippings, comic book clippings, and the sketch cards. I mean, that's...
So, do you want to talk about the sketch or the comic cuts real quick?
Well, the comic cuts, I think, are going to be something that people don't realize how awesome it is until they get it. But there are comic books in this list, like X-Men 94, that if you get a comic book clipping, or if you get X-Men, the giant size X-Men, and they're good, they have autos. They have them with autos. So if you can get a clipping with an auto, that's a huge, huge hit. And there's only 10 of them of each one. And so to me, that's a big deal. So
in going over the over the comic cut clippings, the checklist, you know all about the comics. So I'm a newbie to this. So but out of all of them, if I did my math, you could get a regular comic cut clipping. And I don't know if my math is correct or not on this or not, because it's just when it comes to some of this stuff, it's you're
guessing in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
right?
but one out of 105, so 105 packs.
I think that feels right, because there's I think I can't remember how many, but there's almost 50 of each, right?
Yeah,
of the non-auto.
Yep.
But the clippings with auto, dude, those are right there with the PMGs.
They are.
there's 10 of
Yep.
each. And,
Yeah, there's like
what? I'm sorry, just to even narrow that down further. Not only is there 10 of each, but not every clipping is going to be equal. Like there are going to be some clippings that have better characters on it, or a better, more famous scene in the event of the book. And so if you get that one with that scene, it's just going to be crazy with an auto.
Well, and I guess my question is, you know, how the regular comic clipping checklist, it shows that they're numbered to 50, right? So on the Masterworks clipping autograph set, it doesn't show. Is it 101s?
Well, it says numbered to 10.
Oh, numbered to 10.
So each one,
I
I think
missed
each
one.
one has 10. Yeah, I think
Okay.
each one has there's 18 cards, number 10, so there's 180 of them.
Okay.
And you can probably come up with that math. But you have books that are just more valuable than others, or events and characters that are more valuable. So X-Men 94, X-Men 101, X-Men 129, those, and then X-Men 66 is first appearance of Gambit. So those are just like really, even in that list of 18, even more important books in my opinion.
Okay.
Going to be awesome.
No, well, and I had a guesstimate on odds is 1 out of 2,346.
That's not good odds.
No, not at all.
No, not good. Oh man, I want to pull.
I mean, this whole
everything.
thing's going to be pure luck.
How am I going to pull anything? I want to pull everything.
I know. I mean, someone could buy 5 cases of this and barely get anything.
Can barely get, yeah.
They may get a couple of them, but I mean, it's so big. If the print run is this big, and I don't know. Do you know what the print runs of Marvel Masterpieces 2020 was? I don't either.
I mean, I know there was not nearly as many inserts. I know that.
Yeah.
There were a lot of parallels, but even your base cards were numbered to 1,500. It was only 1,500. Now, but the math gets funny because there was only 3 cards per pack.
Yeah.
So,
well, if you go off 36,000 packs or 36,000 boxes, sorry, I keep saying packs.
Yeah.
If you go off that, that's like 442,000 packs. The cards, that base cards that could be in there is the regular base 1.7 million cards. If it's a 36,000 box print run.
Yeah.
And the golds are at 105,000. The grandiose are at 47,000. And then you got high series. High series are even possibly even less cards. So it's going to be 316,000 as a guesstimate. And the gold will be the same. And then the grandiose the high series is actually going to be a little less, 23,500. And it's just crazy, like the math and all that stuff. So I mean, you're talking out of all of the cards put together, you're talking 2.5 million cards.
It's a lot of cards.
If it's based
lots
on
of cards.
36,000 boxes. So
yeah, wow. No,
it's just interesting. So yeah, I think lastly we have the
sketch.
The sketch cards. So let me pull those up real quick. So I like I told you, Spidey, I am not, the biggest expert at sketch cards. We're kind of new to it, obviously. If we had Norrin on here, we'd have the expert, right? But I just kind of went through the whole list. And like I told you earlier, I've been listening to the MCCW podcast from the last 3 years and just coming up with some of these sketch names. I don't know if you have some sketch names in your mind that you're seeking, but these are the ones I come up with. Like I could name all of them, but I just don't want to name all of them, right?
Yeah.
Al Milgrom,
Okay.
Bella Rochlin. I don't know if you've seen
Mhm.
or you heard the podcast of Bella Rochlin, but she actually she told her whole story. It was pretty sweet.
Oh, it was cool
And
though.
from start to finish, and she's just been she's going to be in this and all that stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. But then we got David Hindelang. Yeah, Hindelang. We got Dominique Rocho. He makes those like 3D cards. I don't know if you saw that on the
I
Facebook
have.
group.
Yeah.
Dominique Rocho's on there. FX. I've heard the name FX. I don't know too much about this artist at all.
I just hear that he's one of him and Ash are the kind of two big ones that people.
Ashley Gonzalez. Yeah. And Ashley Gonzalez isn't on here at all, which is maybe she's out of the game on this set. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Fred Ian's on it.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was interesting. My guess is he only has like 3 or 5 cards, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know how many they have, but someone said that 30 cards a piece. And I don't know where that came from.
Wow.
But it's that guy that did the early math, Matt Coobs, I think. He came up with that they're going to have 30 cards a piece.
That's awesome, though, because that means there's going to be quite a few sketches.
I would think if Marvel Metal came out and they picked their artists, how many cards, if you were Upper Deck, how many cards would you send the artist and say, okay, this is a Marvel Metal. We want you to make this many characters.
Here's how he came up with it. The odds are 1 in 120 packs. So he said if there are 36,000 boxes,
36,000.
divided by the number of names in the list.
Okay.
That's how he come up with it.
Okay, well, I took those numbers and still did some math.
Yeah. I told you don't do that.
I know. So I came up with a possibility print run of 3,520.
A bunch of them.
If it's based upon that. And it would be 1 out of 120 packs, which is
right.
Which is 10 per box. So
right, which is the odds listed in the checklist.
Yeah. So it's kind of what I came.
10 per case is what you were saying. 10 per case.
10.
Oh,
well, no,
you said 10 per box.
You'd have to get 10 boxes to get one of them.
To get one of them. Okay, that's okay. I'm with you. So there's one guy's name on here twice?
Marlo, I saw that too, Marlo Martos, and that was after the one that I came to fruition is Marcia Dye. That's a big artist as well.
Okay,
because she's been on some of these podcasts. And then we both know Nick and Matt Gleed. They're going to be a big hitter. And then Ray Rocho. I don't know if he ever told you, but he's doing an AP for me.
Oh no, you didn't.
Ray Rocho is. Yeah, and I was actually before any of the Marvel Black Diamond came out. It was right when I joined the group, and right when I was seeing all these sketch cards, I asked him then. So
that's awesome, dude. Yeah. Good job.
I didn't even know him. I just saw some of the sketch cards that he done, and I'm like, man, this guy's way detailed.
Who's Mayonnaise and Bread?
Is that a joke?
That's listed as the name. Mayonnaise and Bread.
No, it's not. What?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mayonnaise and Bread. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Making a joke. It's on the list.
Yeah, no, I see it now. I see it.
It's in all caps too. It's yelling at us. Mayonnaise and Bread.
That's weird.
One night I'm gonna have to just sit down and pull up everybody's Instagram and look at their art, see what I want to get.
No, and Tony Perna was the last one that I came up with that was also a bigger artist for me. So,
well, look, the idea of to me, X-Men art is just some of the best. Right there with Spider-Man art. So this is going to be a lot of cool art with that many characters to play off of. I don't know if they're going to do non-X-Men stuff, but it's going to be great.
Well, and just to kind of wrap up, on the Matt and Mick Glebe sketches that we were looking at, that you were looking at online, the one that I'm selling, the one that's out there, Professor X, you'll have to look it up. The way that they did the art on the Black Diamond, they like almost wanted to portray, and I talked to you this a little earlier, fine art in the fact that it's just kind of the silhouette of the character. You can see him, but you can't really see detail. And more of like the art aspect and using all sorts of medium on the actual painting and all that stuff of the actual card. I asked Matt Glebe when I pulled this. I asked him, "What did you use on this card?" Because the actual card, like you can feel it. You can feel the paint.
It's like flaky. Gotcha.
You can feel the paint. And like I didn't want to touch it all, but I just kind of was just barely touching it. I just wanted to see it. It's like I thought it was actually like not an emboss, but a canvas card. First, I'm like, oh, no, it's a sketch card. I didn't know what I pulled.
Wow, that's awesome.
But it's crazy how they're focused on that. So I'm just wondering on this Marvel Metal if they're gonna do that or if they're gonna be more of the art aspect of like every single detail and catering to collectors, not just the art in general. So
no, that's part of the fun of pulling a sketch card. It
is pack pull. So okay, well, we're over about an hour, but no, thanks for joining me, man. And
thanks for having me and dropping the knowledge again.
No, I mean, hey, this knowledge is coming from Upper Deck and all this stuff and everything like that, and then my mind that I don't know if this is right. I was just basing numbers off out of whim. So, but no, it'll be interesting, and I'm excited. And just to let everybody know, stay tuned because me and Spidey are going to do a war on these Marvel Metals. It's going to be he's opening a box, I'm opening a box, and we'll tell you the details later. But yeah.
Be a fun pack war.
Heck yeah.
Right,
so, okay, man.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Have a marvelous day.
Thank you so much. See you, buddy.